Hi everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to Katie Moonchild's World. I'm Katie. If this is your first time visiting, welcome. I hope you enjoy it and decide to stay. We have a few things to discuss and maybe some solutions to a few problems and hope for the new year. I want to thank my subscribers for being here. Of course, I really greatly appreciate you. You're returning and giving me your time. I know how important time is to you. I know how important my time is to me. So I appreciate you giving me your time. And my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. See if I can talk. Welcome. I'm glad you've decided that you want to come back for more and that it's not torture, that it's fun. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, what we do here at Katie Moonchild World is to try to provide a little levity, maybe some answers, some solutions. We don't focus on the problems here. We may start with a general problem, and that'll be this deck, which is the Mystical Shaman deck by Colette Baron Reid. And then the next thing we read, we'll pull a card from the Shaman's Dream deck by Colette Baron Reid. And that will be one that is our dreams and goals. So what we're going to do is see where this one is our current situation. I didn't say that part. This one is where we are now. That's where we start. Then we start where we want to be, going to where we want to be. And then we need a roadmap to get there. How do you get there? We need a way to get there. Then we will see possibly what chakra we need to work on that may be blocked. And, pardon me, and then finally, a final message from Spirit. So, without ado, let's get started. And we're going to be looking at our current situation. What I want you to do, this is your part of this. Oh yes, and this is for entertainment purposes only. My disclaimer is, this is my interpretation of the cards. This is not saying this is exactly what's going to happen or what is happening. This is also open to your interpretation of the cards. Yes. When I say our current situation, is that today? Is that tonight? Is that 5 minutes ago? Happy New Year. Did you get your New Year kiss? You did, or you didn't, whatever. Or this could be our current situation for the year, for the week, however you would like it to be. Okay? Sorry, cards are kind of big, as Oracle cards tend to be. I hope you had a great time in your celebrations and a very happy Christmas, and are ready to do what needs to be done in the new year. They're flying. Just jump right up. Gonna add that one right back in there. Now, if it would have landed where it flipped over or something on the deck, that's different, but it went all the way to the floor. I don't count the ones that go to the floor unless I feel like I need to. Very good card. Many paths. Oh, the opportunities that are coming, that are available, that are, I should say, in the new year. Now, I know we all say that every year. Oh, it's a new year. Things are going to be great, going to be wonderful. But this year, there's a major change. We have more open eyes, a lot of us. And we're finding out we're a lot more adaptable. This card, Many Paths, is all about you choose a path. You're on your journey. You're worried, am I on the right journey? Am I on the right path? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? You know what? You start to feel uncomfortable. You can change paths at any point, any time. So this is where we are. Tonight, today. Yeah, I say tonight because it's just a little bit after midnight. I was in feeling that I needed to do this now. We're standing at a point now where we have, it's not really just a crossroads. There are so many paths of opportunity in front of us. All leading to abundance out here. All leading to abundance out here. It's just a matter of you making the choice. Which one do I want? Now look, there's ones that go this way, but look here. Look at these paths. Are those people or situations that are going to cross into your path that are going to affect that journey in that path? So I'm looking at them. But out here, this is the collective. See these little dots of light? That's light workers and all of us who gather together to support each other. For our current situation, this is a really good, optimistic card. I like this card. Lately, it's been, oh, prepare and oh, drudge, but I like this. Whoa, thank you, Spirit. This is also saying there's many paths about the pandemic. There's many paths to a cure or to an end, to a light at the end of the tunnel with the pandemic. That's what we really, really need. So our goals and dreams. So we're at this point where we need to choose a path. And stay focused on that and not on our surroundings. That's also what that card is saying to me. There are many, many choices. So there's... You know, you don't get the support of the collective until you choose a path. And when you choose a path, you still got to ask for assistance. Did you see that? I think I should take that card. This is our goals and dreams. my goodness. I don't need to hold that up there. You can see that fine. Look how pretty that card is. Spirit of the river. Movement towards adventure. Here we are, choosing the path that is going to take us toward adventure. But choosing that path is scary as hell. Pardon my French, English. One of my instructors in college used to say, my bastardized Americanese. See the ripples here in the sand? You kind of get the feeling in this card that there's maybe some water over the surface of the paths. Spirit of the river. This is talking about movement towards adventure. You know, this Spirit of the river is all about flow and being in flow. The flow of the universe, the flow of nature, the flow of life. You know, you've got the flow of your bloodstream, the flow of the oxygen in your lungs, the flow of the thoughts going through your mind, and the words that flow out of your mouth. That is all Spirit of the river. We want to be able to be free with that so that we can move towards our adventure. We have to choose a path and not be afraid of the fact you might have to get into the river to feel the flow. How do we get into that river? We need a map, please. This is the Enchanted Map deck by Colette Baron Reid. Yes, all three decks are by Colette Baron Reid. They work very beautifully together, and they tell a lovely story. I was just talking to Dozen Cats for Me Wellness Tarot. And we were just talking about how reading cards is a matter of seeing the story. And with me, sometimes it's quite literally, I read a sentence from right to left. And in that sentence is the story. How do we get from choosing a path from outside of the water to getting into the flow and moving towards adventure? Okay. That'll go here. Just a moment, I'll get that glare off of there. Spirit of place. That tells me that where you are right now. Look very closely at where you are right now. Is that where you want to be? I mean, whether that's physically in the house you're in, or the room you're in, or the town you're in, the state you're in. Do you want to change that? And if you do want to change that, why? Look very closely. Who am I? Why am I here? And do I want to stay here? And if you want to stay here, why? And if you want to leave, why? And if you want to leave, where? Or if you want to stay. You see what I'm saying? Once you figure out where it is you're supposed to be, or you truly want to be, find that spirit of that place, that ground, that, as Native American brothers and sisters would say, find mother. Spirit of place can be in nature. Of course, that's the first place I think of, just because I love nature so much. But not everyone's familiar with nature like I am. So if you're got a place, an art gallery, hey, go to a park, or a musical concert. Your spot where you find that quiet place that you enjoy to be. There you'll find your spirit of place. Once you do that, you'll be so grounded. You go traipsing through that water in those paths, because you notice that water's not that deep, really. It's just gonna get your feet wet. Oh! Hey, maybe getting in the river is going to get more than your feet wet. What are you waiting for? Over here. Something blocking you. Excuse me while I reach across in front of the camera. Something's blocking you. Like maybe a chakra? This is good for the new year as well. You got new wonderful opportunities are right here, right now. All we got to do is reach out and take it. And the only thing that's holding us back is we don't feel grounded enough to step in the water when the universe is saying, if you go swimming and dive in the water and the flow, we offer abundant adventure and more than you could ever dream. But it's this not being grounded, not finding that, not having that special place where you can go and just be quiet with nothingness. Or even if it's in a park, or your balcony, and you can hear the traffic and, dogs barking and people in life. Absorb that. That's a good energy. That's abundance there. It's flowing. Take that in. I guess this is a good time to do a shameless plug, right? I am going to be teaching or having a discussion. I guess it's not really a class, but it'll be a live discussion with some guests about flow. You hear us talk about it all the time as card readers. And Intuitives, we tell you to get in the flow. Stay in the flow. Just get in the flow. Calm down. Get in the flow. And you're going, oh, how do I do that? What is that? So I thought, for those of you who want to know, maybe some of us should get together and show you and tell you. Because once you figure that out, a lot of stuff gets a little easier. It really, main thing it showed me when I learned was how much I stand in my own way, and that the obstacles and the blockages are things that I create, and it's usually from my ego, because it's usually a fear, and it's a fear of the unknown. So when I tell you guys, don't be afraid of the unknown, take a step forward, 3/4 of the time that's the cards and spirit talking to me as well as you. Well, of course they're always talking to me as well as you, but in that particular instance it's very personal. That's a good card. Oh wow, we got it. Okay, this is for 2022, you guys. We had this last week. Your third eye. We are not looking at things clearly. We're not seeing things clearly. You know, your third eye is your intuition. It connects the other two eyes below it more clearly to your brain. Now, normally I'm going to change this up a little bit tonight today because of it being New Year's. Normally I get my cheat sheet book out and tell you what chakras you need to, or what stones you need to do, and an affirmation and all that. We had that last week, same card. I'm going to tell you to go take a look at that video for that part. I don't want to be redundant, and I want to save a little time. I also want to tell you at this point, how important our dreams are right now. Manifesting your dreams right now, this moment, this day, this time, is all in your power. It's all in your hands. Your dreams are, you got big dreams? Dream big, because what's coming is going to be even bigger if you really, really believe it's coming. And you really live like you already have it. Yeah. Just like, oh yeah, I want $1 million. How do I live like I already have $1 million when I can't even afford to buy a car? Your attitude, your thoughts. Okay, maybe I can't afford to buy a car, but I can afford to buy myself a bouquet of flowers every payday. That's my luxury. You get my point? Even in the spirit of place here. This is all about, you got to take care of you. You're useless to yourself and to others. If you're sick, and we know how hard that is right now. We can't get sick. We don't want to get sick. No one wants it. Oh, goody, they've got a pill now. They've got treatments for it. I don't want it in the first place to have to take a dang pill. I don't know about you all. Anyway, we won't talk about that. From the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray. Oh, for the chakra, amethyst, labradorite, rainbow moonstone, sodalite, which looks a lot like, this is lapis lazuli, but looks a lot like this, only it's more like faded denim, actually. Those, wear those. Wear those. Amethyst is one of the most healing stones, crystals that you can wear. If you do, well, don't wear any crystal but amethyst every day. It heals your physical, it heals your emotional, helps unblock chakras. Amethyst Skidstone. See what messages we have for us for. Let's ask for this year, please. I'm going to ask for three more cards, please. Spirit. Our message for this year. Past, present, and future. Or no. Okay. What do we need? Let's see. Yeah, what do we need? What do we have? And what do we need to release? It's gonna go a little long this time, you guys. What we need. What we have. Oh my gosh. What we need to release. Wow. I'm sorry, I got these two reversed. This is what we have. We have the High Priestess. Intend and create. Sorry, move it over here so you can see a little better. We are intending, but we're not doing it. We may be doodling it, but we're not acting on it. It's in we're in the idea stage, and we need to catch that bird before it flies away. We intend to do that. So setting those intentions and starting the creation are the first steps, but then you have to act. And here we have the direction guardian is telling us to choose your path. What do you love? What's your passion? What is it that you've always wanted to do with your life? Now is the opportunity and the time to do it. This year, it's going to come. It's going to come to pass. or it's going to be easier to be able to choose a different path if you want a different path. Or you may be being forced to choose that and change your direction from the path you're on now. This is for you to interpret. But over here, what you need to release is the old teachings. Preconceived not even really preconceived. I want to say directed growth as children. We're sponges. We see everything that happens around us, and we take it all in. So when our parents are worried or afraid, that affects us. They don't have to say anything. They teach us to be afraid or worried of that particular thing when maybe it's not necessary. So you pick up conditioning like that from the people around you that you care about or that you consider to be a teacher. And what this card is saying, your spirit knows. Learn from that. Ask your spirit. Learn from spiritual experience as well as physical experience. And then when you get through with that issue or that lesson, when you come to the end, let it go. Let it go. Because once you get through to this point where you're learning from your spiritual experiences, that means you're digging deep inside yourself. That's where the answers are, is inside yourself. I say that over and over and over and over. But it's the truth. And once you know that you can find those answers inside yourself, so much of fears of kids you knew in school, or a parent or grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or your best friend or whatever, anyway, fears of others that are put on to us by just us doing it. They don't do that necessarily. Yeah, some, like as in the instance of a parent, yeah, you do something that scares a parent and you think you won't get in trouble, even as an adult, and your parent's an adult. Yeah. Anyway, you find peace and calm as you go down and choose different paths, change your directions in your paths, and it'll be easier to create what you intend. And let that falcon fly. Because you release the dove back here. Look, that falcon can't see that dove. Even though that falcon would hunt that dove. I promise you. I've seen them hunt doves here. They're turned away from each other. And the eagle's watching out for the dove too. And the eagles don't eat, as far as I know, don't eat other birds. So, I don't think. Anyway, I thank you very much. So in 2022, intend and act by choosing your path or changing your path. And while you're on this path, learn from your spiritual experiences. Because whatever you're shut in doing, I guarantee you, you're going to be looking at yourself. And there's going to be stuff that you're going to go, ugh, I don't want to look at it, but you're going to have to look at it. And you're going to find that once you look at it, you're going to go, oh, that wasn't any big deal. Okay. And you let it go. I thank you very much for being here. If you like what you saw, please hit like. If you want to come back, hit subscribe. And while you're hitting subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell. Sorry about that. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you'll hear so that you'll get the notifications of when I post something new. At least that's the idea. Doesn't always work perfectly, but that's the idea anyway. Thank you very much, and Happy New Year. Enjoy your day, enjoy your family, and oh yeah, be kind to each other. Please, please, please. Be kind to yourself. I love you all so much, and I thank you for coming here and being with me and joining me. Blessings to you all for all that you do in our community and in your communities, because nobody does you like you do. Thank you. See you next week.